what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, time for the newest episode of Recap. I am Benjamin. Very lovely to see all of you this fine afternoon / evening, depending on what time of the country you're in, side of the country you're in. You know what I meant to say. Hie, first in the house, followed by JM1620. What's going on, fellas? Mr. Dirty 130, always a pleasure. Chana SFC, what's up? Denzi Vice 91. Feel like it's been a bit since I've seen you in here, but if I've just missed you a few times, I apologize. Beastu 700, what's up? Sub Diego 619, El Club de Goras, what's up? How much, dude? How you doing? Rainy Nine Colors, what's going on? Third in line, just saw him this weekend, actually. Best of AZ, David Kearns in the house, Crow 10, Celestino, VT Kevin R, what is up? Liam Menas, of course, Cap King Dome, and Wilder Fitteds. What is going on, fellas? Sort of a short show today, but we're just gonna, elongate about amazing things that are going on in our lives, etc. And of course, the holidays. We're in the throes of it right now. Keep capping. What's going on? Black Mama Forever. My name is Eric. Just popped in. 190 YJ. Man, girl with okay. Not even to finish that name. What's up? Anyway, so yep, got a little bit of a collection to show off to you guys, and then of course we're gonna recap our favorite moments of the year, on top of some other things. So anyway, without further ado, of course, Bree, what's going on?
What's up?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
We missed you last week.
I know. I apologize for that. It felt really awkward to just like not be doing anything except hemorrhaging money, basically.
No, you need to. Wait, so you went to Vegas. How was it?
I did go to Vegas. Yep.
How was Vegas?
Vegas was great. The weather was crisp and cool, like in the low 60s, but it was sunny like every single day. So good hooded sweatshirt weather and just bummed around. But that was the moment I realized like being in Vegas for a week is just like a few too many days too long. Like 4 days is like ideal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's valid.
Yeah. What about you? How did everything go with the show and everything like that?
It was cool. It was super fun. It was a quick one. But yeah, me and Austin held it down.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. We had no frozen moments last week.
Oh,
so that was a plus. No shade, but
well, I'm hoping we don't have any this week on account of the fact that I actually restarted my router before the show kicked off and seems to be going fine for now. But let me bring Austin in and see if anything gets like screwed up in the process of that. What's up, dude?
You better knock on wood there real quick. There we go. There we go. Hello, friends. How are we?
It was very Jim Nance of you.
And welcome to Augusta, Georgia.
Yes.
What's up, chat?
I like the fact that Third Line said the show's about to go 3 hours now. It might, but no, I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go three hours this time. We only have one drop to go over, and then we're just gonna share some memories.
Yeah.
Get real sentimental.
Actually, the one thing I want to lead off with is I drove to Walgreens to the FedEx there to go pick up the hats for today. And as
that sounds so hilarious to hear. I went to Walgreens to go pick up the hats.
Well, no, because they have a FedEx station there. It's like right by my house.
Yeah, I know why you went, but it just sounds ridiculous.
And I was just like standing there waiting, and it just dawned on me. It's like, holy shit, we've been doing the recap for 3.5 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it still feels like just yesterday that we switched over to Twitch, which it's been a full year and a month since we did that.
Mm-hmm.
But not to mention, it's like, the 2.5 years prior to that, it was just on Instagram, and it's just I don't even know where the time went.
Our Twitchiversary came and went. So
wait, is it me, or have you guys been seeing too that Twitch is on Instagram now or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So something that we're gonna try out next year. Hopefully it works.
And by next year, you mean 2 weeks from now?
Exactly. So we're gonna try and do both Instagram and Twitch at the same time.
Oh, cool.
Comments, I believe we're only able to see Twitch's comments when we dual cast on both IG and Twitch. So there will be a major advantage of being on the Twitch stream.
Good.
But if you want to pop in from the IG live for convenience sake, you're able to do such. So we're gonna try it out next year. There was just a big update to Instagram, so we haven't tried it yet, but we got to get everything connected and everything. It also seems to be a bit of the pain in the ass right now because you have to reconnect it every single time you want to go live on Instagram, whereas Twitch, like, you just go live and go live. For when you do it for Instagram, you have to be on a computer and you have to reconnect it to whatever program you're using to stream every single time. So every week.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. And we know how Ben is with technology. So
hey, as we learned from Flip the Script yesterday, everything that was going wrong that we tried to do for the last month was not, I mean, in a way it was my fault.
Don't say it wasn't your fault because you downloaded the wrong version.
Because I didn't know.
Damn.
Oh God.
It was an honest mistake. And then, but nobody else caught on to it until last night. So you can't just blame it on me.
Right. And third in line, exactly. That's why we love Twitch, is because the vibe is just so much better on Twitch compared to IG. There's just so many people ready to troll on IG. So we're appreciative of you guys for sure. So, we're Team Twitch for sure. So we're happy if we can only see Twitch comments.
It's much nicer here.
Much nicer.
Bree's not having to tell people she's gonna stomp them out. Like, Ben's not having to stop the live because everybody's just so fucking toxic. Yeah, it's much better here. So
actually, something I noticed it, but it just dawned on me. Bree, you're wearing a Daybreakers hat, which is I feel like the first time a Daybreakers hat has appeared on the show since 2021.
I wore this for sentimental reasons.
Oh no!
It's the first hat I picked up.
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah.
Nice. I do not have anything from Daybreakers.
Yeah.
I don't either.
And it's my only Cubs hat, so
yeah.
Also,
Daybreakers. I have the pin. Actually, I take that back. That is the only thing I have.
The pin was sick. The alarm clock, that was sick. What time is the Daybreakers drop happening? Yeah, when people couldn't figure out when sunrise was.
Oh God!
We literally put in the caption sunrise, and like people like could not figure out what sunrise was. And we were literally having to respond back with like Google it. Like we're not telling you. So good Lord.
Hey, but I stayed awake that entire night because people would not stop asking that question. You know what? I'm gonna stay up till, I think it was 5 a.m. West Coast time, 5:21 if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
And just dealt with it. And then after that, it's just like, cool, I'm going to bed.
Oh, there we go. We have AB, aka Wilder Fitteds, in chat. He said that was terrible. I was up at 4 a.m. He was one of the complainers, evidently. Good thing you weren't employed by us then. So Ben went on a Twitter rampage that day.
I really did. I was probably one of the more legendary Twitter rampages I've gone on during my time at the seat of that. So
speaking of rampages, how did Vegas go?
Oh God. So I covered a lot of this on Benchwarmers, and I screwed myself out of $800 by not placing 2 bets. One of which would have been completely accidental, and the other one was I was talking about it all morning. And then I got too many free drinks and was stuck at a table for so long that I completely forgot what time of day it was. Because there are no clocks in Vegas, if you guys didn't know that.
Right. Do that on purpose.
No, it was not on purpose. No, it was the first bet was as I was about to go into Vegas, I had my friend who lives in Vegas place a bet for me. The original bet was so we're going 2 weeks ago, NFL time period. Broncos money line, Buccaneers money line, and I accidentally said Titans money line, but I meant to say Jaguars money line. And I frantically called him like 10 minutes later, like, dude, don't place that bet. He was literally at the counter to make the bet and then step back to take the phone call. So he did the updated version I sent him. Had he made the bet before I stopped him, I would have won $350 because the Titans
Oh,
ended up beating the Dolphins on Monday Night
Damn.
Football.
oh,
At the same time, the morning of that, because the Giants versus Packers, Giants were plus 340, Titans were plus 600. I was going to do a 2-leg parlay on both those games for $10 because it's like, well, if I win, it'll be a huge hit, and that's where time got away from me. I didn't put the bet in, and the whole sequence as far as like how I went from like joy that I saved $10 to absolutely crestfallen was my wife's a Packers fan, so she and I watched the game. Then we went to Bavette Steakhouse like right when the Giants were kicking the field goal to beat the Packers.
Oh no.
So at this moment, it's like, okay, the Giants won, but meanwhile, the Dolphins are up by 14 points with 3 minutes to go. And it's like, all right, this game's over, no big deal. So we went into dinner. I think like 90 minutes went by. She had a dry aged ribeye, which the first
fancy.
2 bites, I will admit, were pretty decent. But then after that, you have to mentally realize you're eating essentially rotting meat.
Yeah.
And it becomes very disgusting. So I will never eat dry aged meat.
Was it
again.
gray?
No, it was red. I mean,
Okay.
like, don't get me wrong, but it was just like, it was a very off-putting taste.
Yeah.
But
It's
anyway,
very different.
very different. Very different. So then we're leaving the restaurant, and I happen to look up at the bar in the TV above the bar, and it has the final score of the Titans Dolphins game, 28-27. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
So there was another $375 I could have won there. And
another glass of
Man.
whiskey, I'm sure.
Sucks.
Oh, I drank so much whiskey that night to drown out. Bad.
Oh,
That was it. That was my time in Vegas. Won a little bit of money toward the tail end, basically by wearing this hat. So that was the juice right there.
What do you mean by that? Basically, by wearing that hat, you won some money.
Oh, you ready? You ready for me to get really gross on this?
God.
So Tuesday, we went to El Cortez and played some roulette, etc. And the outfit I was wearing was like white t-shirt, navy blue hoodie, khaki shorts, and the Blue Hour Mariners hat. And I did pretty well that night. So it's like, okay, cool. Put that in the back of my head. Wednesday, we hit the tables again, do some slot machine gambling, whatever. And I do poorly. So then that night, I went back up and put on the exact same clothes I wore on Tuesday, went back out to the tables, and went back on a winning streak. So then Thursday, once again, I wore the same damn clothes and went back on a winning streak. So,
wow.
yeah. So it's like,
It's not that gross. I mean, I'm assuming you
Yeah.
weren't sweating or anything.
No. Different underwear and stuff like that. So the important pieces were clean. But it was just the exterior where it's just like I will get so superstitious if something isn't working, I will go back to things that do work, and so that was definitely the case.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Space
I'm
Hippie
not proud of it, but hey, it's a thing.
You gotta do. You
Space
gotta
Hippie
do.
left a story about how he placed a bet on the Orioles last year, and then Tiger to win the Masters, and he didn't know how to place a bet. Space Hippie, I'm going to tell you right now, don't go Ben's Bets route if you're going to get into gambling.
Why?
Because there's about a 75% chance you don't hit it.
Yeah, but it's also it's low risk, high reward. Like we're only losing like $5 or $10.
Yeah,
with every
it
bet
is
that I
something
make.
that you can put $5 down and win like $8,000 because it's the most obscure parlays of all time.
But it's crazy how close I almost get those.
Yeah, I'm waiting for one to be like Tim Duncan comes out of retirement and puts up 30
Oh my
or something
God.
like that.
Hey, that would be pretty sweet.
Good.
No, how did
JTM.
everything go for you guys last week though? I know Bree kind of touched on a little bit, but
Yeah, it went well. We didn't have any hats in hand, which was an unfortunate thing. So we showed off some pictures. Did the screen just shift for anybody else? Oh no, just for me. But the we didn't have any hats to show off in hand, but there was more than enough hats to show off.
oh yeah.
It was actually shocking how many hats we had. We had to do a bit of bouncing around too when showing off the images because it was like the way that they uploaded or downloaded or whatever it was, it would be like not the same front logo to side patch. And I was like searching around in the file for like those specific side patch for the hat. So chat was very nice to me for the fact that I'd be like, and here's the Atlanta Braves, and I'd show like a Yankee side patch or something like that. So yeah.
I go ahead, Bree.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, but Austin figured out like this layout, which made it look cool. Like all the hats were on display.
I could put them all up on the screen, which was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like all like if we were dropping 10 styles, I was able to put up all hats on the screen.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was pretty dope.
No, what I was about to say was I always tend to have the same problem you do because I'll just take them from Dropbox, put them onto my phone, email them to myself, and then put them in the file. But I'll go through and rename the file in numerical order so that doesn't happen where it just like skips to a different hat. So
why don't you just log on to Dropbox from that computer and download them to that computer?
Why don't you shut the hell up? No, I realize I take too many steps, but I do it. But it's thorough. It has a very low chance of being a failure. So
oh god, yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. You just like having the image downgrade in quality a couple times by getting sent to a few different servers and then finally going to your computer.
No, honestly, because I never have my computer open when I'm like actually going through photo files. That's why I screwed it up.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of hats, let's get into some site sleepers, shall we?
Yes. I know there were a bunch that dropped.
Sure was. Let me see here.
Right. The real question, obviously, is whether or not this is going to screw up my connection feed.
It shouldn't, since I'm the one sharing my screen, but we'll see.
I mean, it also seems like me restarting my router seems to have been,
got a long show ahead of us.
I know.
So,
baby.
I do like the fancy cursive you picked there, Ben, for our names this week.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. I was the same thing that happened in October when you had like the spooky font. So now it's the winter cursive style.
Ah, very nice. Holiday.
Yeah.
Holiday theme.
Very nice.
Holiday thematics.
Now, when we say holiday, are we going Green Day or are we going Madonna?
Holiday. On holiday. Yeah.
Green Day.
That's the route that I go. Yeah. All right, Benji, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Return of the Stone Domes, which I know Austin and Bree talked about last week. That was today. Return of about 13 styles, if I'm not mistaken. So Houston Astros, LA Dodgers, Baltimore Orioles, New York Yankees, Chicago White Sox, Cleveland Guardians, San Francisco Giants, Anaheim Angels, Arizona Diamondbacks in the snake hit or the double DB snake hit style, and the Big Red Machine Cincinnati Reds.
11 styles, I'm counting.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, all good.
And then of course the you went back up. Black Ices came back in a few styles. More specifically, the more popular ones that had sold out previously.
Oh, sold out in Braves.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. It was probably one of the better ones of the entire collection.
Oh, O's only sold out of one style. I would have expected more.
Wow.
Or one size.
I would have put money on that too.
Astros still sitting there when the Astros got cooked on that Stone Dome.
Really? Oh, it is sold out. Okay.
Yeah, I think the next closest one I believe was the White Sox, which was Bree and I were digging that last week.
Yeah.
So
it's a goodie. Not Yankee.
It's a good looking hat.
Yeah. Why is it not showing me?
Very clean.
Now, I will say in regard to probably why the Black Ice Astros hasn't sold out is because that was an early release that we did in Houston for the first tipping point event that we did.
Yep.
Which would have been the second trip to Houston we made this year. But yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised the Orioles one, for as popular as the O''S alternate style has become over the last few months. So
yeah, the Brew Crew, how'd that do? Oh, that's pretty cooked. Woof.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. We didn't do a ton of Brewers customs this year, and so any chance that we did, have one available, I feel like they sold pretty well.
That's true. We really didn't.
We got to fix that.
It's dumping in LA like rain.
Oh wait, that
Interesting.
Cardinals is still there.
Man, it was like gorgeous. It was gorgeous weather on Sunday when I was there.
Yeah,
Like it was
looked very
overcast,
nice.
but like temperature wise, it was perfect.
Oh, that's also Also, Ben, we got to get the update from you on the LA event. I've heard nothing but good things from many people.
So. First and foremost, all right, let's go through this, and I'll go into that. So if I'm not mistaken, the red and navy hats are cord visors.
Correct. Yeah, these next three are cords.
Nice. Definitely colorways that we've done previously, or at least in various styles that were non-corduroy related. So
I don't understand the black metallic threading and then
that's why I was kind of
visor.
confused at first when I first saw it. It was just like that's odd to not go navy blue along with the upper visor.
Yeah. Interesting.
However, the navy blue, khaki, or like light tan, if we want to call it that, with the Kelly green in the center, I actually do like that colorway a lot.
Yeah, that Cardinals is gorgeous.
Creamsicle orange, it's a little bit tougher to try and put together with an outfit, I will say, but I definitely like creativity, especially for the holiday season. I feel like that's a decent color scheme there. Yeah,
this was very. I was saying last week on ReCap, similar colorway to our Campbell's Soup collab, but we had that burgundy as an entire crown, and then we had the orange as the undervisor for that collaboration. So yeah, and special pricing on this one, which I didn't know last week when we went over it. So $42.
$42.
Clever.
Yep. Maybe one day we'll all pay $42.
A lot more A-frame 940s dropped. The upside down LA logo. A couple Mexico styles for the World Baseball Classic dropped in.
Spoiler alert. Sorry to interrupt there, Benji.
No, go.
Giving a little insight to the good people of Twitch, this will not be the last time you see the upside down LA in the near future.
I was gonna say, actually, for anybody who goes to the LA store, there are a couple other colorways available in the upside down LA in the 940 style.
Heyo. Very nice.
But I like the Tequila Sunrise Houston Astros on the left there. The forest green and gold San Francisco script. If any of you guys are fans of the University of San Francisco, that would be a great color scheme matchup with that one.
I want to see Ugly Man Chief in this 940. I've only ever seen Ugly Man Chief in a 5950.
That is true.
I think the man would rock the hell out of a 940.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
And then some brown. There is a couple more Mexico World Baseball Classics mixed in there. I can't remember which style the Arizona one is. It's very reminiscent of their state flag, but I know there's a specific name for it.
Mm-hmm. State 48.
That's it. State 48. Thank you.
And then a little spoiler alert to everybody in chat. Mexico hats will be done for all retailers pretty much immediately. So whatever inventory we have can't get reordered by anybody for another 3 years.
Yep.
So
wow.
If you want the Mexico product, you better get on it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it was kind of a miracle that John was able to get as many orders in on Mexico product at the time that he did, especially for this late of the year delivery. I know we've talked about it before, but the reasoning behind that is the World Baseball Classic. So any World Baseball Classic team, you basically have a 6-month window leading into the World Baseball Classic to get orders in for X amount of teams, for color scheme, custom color schemes is what I was going for on that one. And somehow the window was still open for a couple months after the World Baseball Classic ended. And so John got him in quickly, and so that's why we were able to get him in as late as we did.
Sweet.
Yeah. And also not just Mexico. So all the Puerto Rico flags we have on there, anything that's World Baseball Classic, you won't see again for another 3 years. So I would suggest stocking up if you're a fan.
Do it.
A nice O's hat.
That is nice.
Looks like we got some new color
Mariners.
schemes in regard to 6-cap carriers and 30-cap doubles as well.
The old gold,
Yes.
6-cap, the soul silver, 6-cap, and then this
Soul
woodland
silver?
camo. What'd you say?
Did you say Sol Silver?
Soul, S-O-U-L.
Oh, Soul Silver. Okay.
Warning. This probably.
Oh yes, the woodland camo.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Evidently, California thinks that this duffel's going to cause cancer.
Yeah, about that. I saw the memo about that, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah. And then I think we already went over these last week. So
Yeah.
The Colt 45s, there is actually a new hat. That is a site sleeper. That was one of the hats that was dropped at the Battle of the Brims event. That was the only non-Bay Area hat that was dropped during that.
whoa.
Yep. Spoiler alert. So that has become available to all you guys. And as well as the Houston Astros, that's to the right of it. I don't know if this is the intention behind it. I don't think it is. But the color scheme, if you guys remember back in the day, none of us were born when I say back in the day. The Houston Rockets used to play basketball in San Diego, and that was their old color scheme.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't think that's the intention behind that, but it's just a connection I made, just Houston, blah, blah, blah.
Very nice. Show the San Francisco hat again. Which one? This
There
one?
was like 40 of them.
Yeah. The corduroy A-frame. That one's a beauty. I love this one.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, it's green. Okay. I thought it was black for some reason.
Yeah, it's green. It is green, a little forest green. We have this San Francisco Giants. We have this San Francisco Giants. This one I like a lot.
Yeah.
A beauty.
Yeah, that's clean.
Anybody who has the day off tomorrow and lives in the Bay Area, from about 10 until I'm hoping about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I will be at the Great Mall store if you want to chat with me. But I also know that a lot of those San Francisco hats will actually be at the store.
Very nice. Okay, good shit.
So save on
All right.
shipping. Get it in person.
All right, that's it for our recent releases this week.
Nice.
Some good crowns available for those people. I spent a crap ton of money on the site recently. Oh, actually, let me reshare my screen. Let me just say that I bought 4 of this specific hat.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Cleveland 940. Oh yeah, there she is. Let me reshare it again. All right.
I'm scared.
I bought 4 of these. I'm gonna give them as presents to the homies. So
I love it.
Gotta catch them all. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Gotta catch them all.
I'm actually impressed that we were able to make those again.
Yeah. John snuck it in. In preparation for February.
John is pretty good about that.
Yep. So very, very nice. Bought 4 of them.
Dang.
All right.
So
what do we got going this week?
What we have going this week is going to be, let me change the frames here. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Field Pack, which is going to be dropping tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Only 6 styles. Technically, you could say 3 colorways, but although at the same time, you technically have 6 different colorways in this. Really, the selling point on this is the front logo. So I'm going to go through the brown ones first. I got to get the right angles going on here. And then I'm going to go to
Ooh.
black and then to green. So Anaheim
Yeah.
Angels up first with the 40th anniversary
Ooh.
patch or 40th season. Some metallic gold threading, a little bit of not quite creamsicle orange, but like a burnt orange as far as the interior there. But
That's
as you
so
can
nice.
see, it's a little bit more rigid. So originally we are going to call this collection like the burlap pack, just because of the fact that it is that cross weave, kind of like burlap, or like in a sense, like a sack of potatoes is probably the best example. I'm not trying to be negative about that. But there's also like burlap twine, which kind of fits perfectly with the holiday season.
Right.
So yeah, as I say, it's a little bit more rigid. It's not as stiff as you would say like a normal burlap, but it is very nice. And so shout out to
Yeah.
Freddie on these.
Yeah,
it's
I've
really
heard
nice.
amazing things from our ambassadors on this pack. So I haven't seen these in person. Oh, look at that battery.
Yeah.
Very different baddie.
Sick.
So I've heard amazing things about these. A lot of the ambassadors have hit us up and said, "Yo, this is crazy in hand."
Yep.
So I would say if you're looking for just a nice cop that you're gonna get some compliments on, go for it.
Yeah.
Like we had two different ambassadors go on vacation, and they both brought them on vacation because they're like, it's that nice of a hat. If it
love
makes the vacation hat, you know it's a
Right.
good
Yeah. Because you can only
So.
bring so many.
hat. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for the brown colorway, and I believe the black colorway as well, we're gonna have the Kelly Green undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and all these are gonna be made in Bangladesh. So this
Sick.
one is number 1. Number 2 is the Arizona Diamondbacks. So you can see that hexagonal pattern a little bit better on the interior of this one, just because of
That's
the
real
teal
pretty.
outline. So it doesn't absorb in like the metallic gold and the burnt orange did on the Angels one as much. So
That's real
Yeah, that's
pretty.
nice.
it's really nice. But yeah, 98 inaugural season side patch. Although it doesn't say inaugural season on this one. I just noticed that for the first time. Interesting.
I like that
What's
little.
that? What'd you say
So
then? No,
normally
98.
this side patch says 1998 inaugural season, but this one just says Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yep. I've seen that John has snuck that in a couple times without the 1998.
Ah,
So
very clever.
yeah.
But yeah, same with the burlap style, the hexagonal on the flat stitch Batterman logo on the back. Classic Kelly Green undervisor, black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in Bangladesh. So those are the two brown colorways. Moving on to the black. Of course, this one is my favorite for the obvious front logo reason.
Of course.
That's real nice.
Yeah, just the burnt orange with metallic gold, a little bit of brown on the outline there to discern between the burnt orange and the metallic gold there. I don't know, what would you call this? Like waffle print or I've been calling it hexagonal as far as like the stitch style.
I've been calling it the burlap. So I think hexagonal could probably work. I don't know. I hope we see it again. I think there
agree.
could be some really cool executions that we get done with that. The Waffle House. Yeah, I could a waffle.
I like
print.
Waffle
I could see
House.
a waffle print. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like a waffle t-shirt, or a waffle long.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, black crown, black button, black upper visor on this Seattle Mariners with the 25th anniversary patch. Retro Kelly Green undervisor, black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag, and made in Bangladesh. Next up for the black colorway, which I think is actually also in my top 3. I know there's 6, and so, but it's still a top 3.
Ooh, nice
The Marlin
nice.
style, because the retro teal with the hexagonal pattern on the inside, burnt orange on the exterior there. So the full script, 1993 inaugural season side patch. So a little bit of metallic silver, a little bit of white, a little bit of metallic gold there.
That's it.
I think I would have liked this one a lot more if it was gold outline rather than burnt orange.
Really?
Yeah, I think that would have sold it for me.
Okay. I mean, it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the orange. But
Well,
I can see the gold.
I don't know. I kind of dig it. I mean,
Yeah, I like it.
I don't mind it. with
No, I don't
with
mind it
the burnt
either.
orange.
I just would have preferred it with gold, I think. I love the teal, the execution of teal, though, with that
Yeah.
waffle print. I'm liking waffle print.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
There we go.
But this one's gonna have a cool gray under visor to it. And more specifically because it's a green upper visor, so you didn't want to do green on both sides, which is a smart move.
Yeah.
But black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in Bangladesh on this one.
Nice.
Very nice.
And then the last two we got, so starting with the two-tone, Houston Astros. So yeah, this one's actually a flat stitch because it's the old 1980 style H with star logo. So it doesn't have the gradient, but it does have the hexagonal or the waffle pattern, as we're now calling it now.
Very
But
nice.
1986 All-Star game for the side patch. So a combination of brown, burnt orange, and metallic gold there. Flat stitch baddie, of course, with a nice little metallic gold outline. All of these have the same metallic gold outline to them. Cool gray under visor, black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag, made in Bangladesh. And last but not least, Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
I like that. I like it.
It's got some
Love a
strong
good
Orange
solid.
Bowl vibes to it.
Yeah, I love a good solid too. You know, when a solid is very well executed, I
Yep.
love it.
But 1998 inaugural season for the side patch. I think that's the other reason why I was like kind of thrown off by that Dimebacks one, is because the fact that we've done 98 inaugural with this one, 93 inaugural with the Marlins, and so I just kind of like in my head thought like, oh yeah, Dimebacks can be the same thing.
Yep.
But it's not. Not a bad thing. But flat stitch baddie on the back and the burnt orange hexagonal with the metallic gold outline. Cool gray under visor, black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in Bangladesh. So these are your 6 for the field pack, dropping tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hatclub.com and the Hat Club app.
Love it.
Okay. Yeah.
Love it. Nice, clean, simple pack to end the year. Don't hate that.
Well, I think the thing to point out is like it's not necessarily the last drop we're doing on the year. It's just the last like newer pack that we're doing. So don't be surprised if you see like a sprinkling of, some restocks or some variety packs that come, crashing down on you. I know there's going to be a few things dropping over the next few days. So
very nice.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Any app shock drops coming
Yeah,
up? Not to my
that.
knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I think we're holding off on that until January.
Yeah, January will be. We have a lot of people like on vacation right now. Like Ben was on vacation all last week, but we have a lot of people using up their PTO. So it's been harder to execute a lot of things. So like I don't think we're gonna do any shock drops or surprises or anything over the next couple weeks. So
yeah.
Did do a shock drop at the store today though at NoHo for that Christmas colorway that Justin cooked up. So
yep. Sub Diego 619. I want to say it's this upcoming season when all the Batterman change for minor league hats. Pretty positive it will be.
Very nice. I'm not sure on that.
Austin, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
The email, I'm not going to go into specifics about it too much. The email I sent you and a couple other people this afternoon in regard to a possible event in the future. What are your thoughts on the design concept I threw together?
I dig it.
Okay.
I dig it.
Cool. I gotta go take some photos in the upcoming months and put it together. So
nice. Love it. Yeah. If you know Ben, it's not a stretch to figure out what he wants to do for and where he wants to be. So just
I mean, at the same time, it's somewhere where we haven't been for an event necessarily. And then unfortunately we can't do the Super Bowl this year. So
correct. Yeah, you basically just gave that one away there, Ben. But yeah. Yes, we do have we got a lot of plans for AZ. So if you I forget. I saw someone in chat ask about AZ if there's going to be any AZ things.
Oh, yeah.
Here. We got plans for AZ. So if you've noticed, we opened up that or we started that new social media account that takes all 3 stores and puts them into one. But if you notice, we also said this will also be the page that announces events and specific happenings. So yeah, 2024, we want to bring the good people of Arizona together a lot more. And the good people all across we've been doing amazing things out in LA the few months that they've been open, and we want to bring that to a whole bunch of different locations. So that type of energy and that type of vibe. So obviously harder to do in New York during this time period with it being brick outside, but it's something that we want to definitely do with the community more. 2024, we really want to be connecting with everybody in a physical location often. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, and if I haven't been out of my house enough this year, let's extend that a little bit more for.
Yeah, Ben, you didn't do enough traveling in 2023.
Oh my
God.
You
really didn't. You sat at home and didn't do much the whole year.
I did just diddly. No, actually, I figured out how many days I was on the road this year. I mean, for work specifically, there were obviously times where I did my own thing. Including this most recent trip to LA, that brought it to 79 days I was on the road.
Damn. Yeah. Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
Doing the math, crunching the numbers. Well, I mean, and the bigger chunk of it was in the end of February, early March, when I did like a 10-day stint, and then I came home, then I did another 12-day stint in New York. So yeah, I mean, there's 22 days right there within a calendar month, and it's just like, and then we just did all those events like throughout the year, and it's just like, yep, I'm just never home.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Liam had a good point there. He said make Ben get an RV or move Ben into an RV. We're just gonna make Ben do the post or like the pandemic convert a van that everybody was doing, and we're just gonna have him live out of a van. So
that'd be cool.
That was, I mean, can we talk about it since we didn't obviously do it?
We had a concept that we were gonna do a hat club tour essentially, and Ben was going to travel around in like a truck or a van or something and hit a bunch of different spots across the country. Logistically, it was just a nightmare, so we couldn't get it to work, but it was the concept that we had going into 2023, but we ended up just doing all these different pop-ups instead. But there was a time period where we thought about just sending Ben around in a van and like and we had him doing different thematics based off of where he was, which was phenomenal. So like it was going to be different content shot of Ben in every area. And my personal favorite was when we were going to do the Bible Belt tour. So like we hit Louisiana with 47, but dressed Ben up as Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
All the Bible Belt events.
Dude, we would have been so canceled so fast.
No. So
not to mention like the footage we would have gotten from that, because I've driven the Bible Belt, and the fact that it's literally church, billboard, fireworks stand, porn store, church, like we could have done so much with that in just the worst ways possible.
Yeah, Ben, you wouldn't have gotten canceled. Everybody in the South thinks that Jesus was white anyways. So so they would have been none the wiser. So
yeah, you would have been okay.
Yeah.
Me cutting my hair probably didn't help out the situation too much either, but hey, it's growing. It's growing.
Yeah. So we are you planning on growing it out even further?
No, I've been talking about cutting it all off in February.
I think you should do a buzz cut.
Like Marine style?
Mm-hmm.
Like John Cena in the Marine?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Or G.I. Jane style.
No, I'll go out there just look like Chris Mullen and talk with a Brooklyn accent because, why not?
There we go.
Oh,
let's also make
I'm
it
not,
that way.
I'm not bringing the bullet back. That is 100% not happening.
Wait, how do we get it so that way we're?
Hey.
I'm trying to do it so you're not the
I got it.
big dog anymore. There we go.
There we go.
Boom.
Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, so that was something that we were trying to do in 2023 that we didn't end up actually doing. But I want to hear from both of you guys. What were some of your top 2023 moments?
Bree, you want to go first?
You're on
Oh,
the spot.
I know my top 2023 moments. Biased opinion. I feel so like what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's like of course I would say this. But for me personally, the Ox Pack that I had the pleasure of working on, which was a very fun, very stressful
creative
experience.
directing.
Yeah, that was a lot. So that's easily my number one. Damn, number two. I'm trying to think. It would have to be some of our guests at the top, though. Not me forgetting his name. There was the rapper from Texas.
Bo Bundy.
Oh, Bo Bundy.
Yes, Bo Bundy.
Yeah, he was a good guest.
I hadn't heard of him until we had him on as a guest, so he was easily my fave. Damn, I'm trying to think. Okay, well, I should have been, but I wasn't. But witnessing the LA store,
Yeah,
from my phone. But yeah, that store opening, the whole kickoff for that was probably, that's up there. That's
hell yeah.
Top there.
Yeah, we missed you at that one. We wanted you there, so
yes,
it didn't play out.
Yeah,
some series of unfortunate events happened,
no,
but
seriously,
yeah, dope. Ben, what about you?
Well, I Carrion brings up a good point that we should probably get that Mexican OT on recap in the not too distant future.
That'd be phenomenal if we could. So,
no, my number 3 moment was the tail end of my Big Ben's knockout hats finally came in and were just thrown on the website with no attention whatsoever. That was probably the most depressing part about it. But hey, they were there. They came in and I got them, and so the full collection is here.
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
No, but overall, just like going back to the 79 days I was on the road, like I don't take that for granted. Granted, I was physically exhausted, at the end of every single one of them, but a lot of it just has to do with the fact that it's just like everywhere I go, I give everybody, 100% of my energy, and that will never stop. Opening a new store in LA, incredible. Going to Atlanta, going to Dallas, which I hadn't been to in, since 2015. Atlanta was like, for me, was the biggest one just because the fact that I'd been to Georgia numerous times before, but I never actually been to Atlanta.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
And for us to do it as a Hat Club event was like a really big deal to me. And I hope we do it, again, for a longer period of time, just because everybody was so gracious. I love talking with everybody. It wasn't a wasted second at any event that we did. And then on top of which, I really like doing all the SneakerCon spots. Mainly because, as you guys know, I'm not much of a sneakerhead. Like, I've worked in the shoe realm before, and I could tell you why certain things are certain ways. But as far as, from a style perspective, I'm pretty stupid when it comes to that. I'll admit that. So learning a lot more about that particular culture, and especially the blending of what we do in selling hats, and how, especially between 2020 2021, when the hat industry like really kind of like kicked into high gear and was on the same level as sneakers were, to be able to combine those two elements together and do the stops that we did on the SneakerCon tour, and meet some really great people that worked for SneakerCon, that had their own booths. A couple guys I bought some jerseys from, over the year, met up with them a couple different times. It was incredible. And once again, I don't take any of that stuff for granted. I love every second that we do. I love the fact that we as Hat Club are, we're continuing to grow. We're not satisfied with just being, this top dog at this one point. It's just like, nope, we got to connect with other people in other markets where we don't have a physical footprint yet. And that's what I really take comfort in and look forward to continue to do in 2024.
Dope.
Well said. Space
Sneaker
Hippie had a really nice comment about
I
you.
appreciate you, man.
I think it's very spot on. Yeah.
I wish I could have seen you on Sunday. I know you were busy, but the time that we had, the last 2 times I was there, I mean, especially on opening day, you know, just kicking it in line and just shooting the breeze and just talking about, you know, not even necessarily hats, just him talking about, you know, his schoolwork and such like that. It's just like it's stuff that I love doing.
Yeah.
I will be the first to admit that I don't find myself particularly interesting. Other people do. But just because I know it's like once the cameras are off, it's like I'll, you know, be on Twitter, I'll be working on my computer, whatever. I feel like my life is pretty boring. The only thing that makes it interesting is being out in the world and having physical engagements and talking with people. That's truly, you guys are more interesting than I will ever be.
Yeah. No, there's a lot
You're
of
pretty
cool
interesting.
What's that?
You're pretty interesting.
I don't know.
You know what it is though? I think what's like, well, to the Space Hippie's point about like you being a great face for the company, you also have inviting energy. You definitely do. I don't know if it's your height, your hair, the beard, or everything, but it just works.
Hell
It
yeah.
works. Yeah.
No, I the one thing I can admit about myself is in regard to that, and it's not me being arrogant or anything like that. Like I can look in the mirror and I realize like I'm kind of a goofball in the way I physically look, but it's comforting just because the fact that it's just like I always have a smile on my face. My eyes are always bright and wide because I'm here to learn. I'm here to engage with everybody. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like, hey, you're bothering me or anything like that. It's like, no, I'm here for you guys. And I hope that's the feeling that everybody gets.
Love it. Love it.
I'm trying to like not say something dirty like in the whole process of that. So the wheels were definitely turning. I had to like slow myself
Yeah, I
down.
don't know where you're going with that one, Ben, but yeah. No, it was definitely a good 2023. I mean, for me, I think we started off with just such an amazing event in Arizona with Supermart. So that was definitely a big highlight. You know, we saw a lot of cool product during that time period and got to work with a lot of cool people, from Kayvon Thibodeau to DeAndre Hopkins to Marshawn Lynch. AB, that was really kind of his first interjection into Hat Club. You know, we gave him a full collection and he fucking crushed it. And then that led to him like really being like, okay, I really want to be more involved with Hat Club. And AB actually reached out to me during the time period that we were looking for someone for his role and said, hey, like, I really want to be a part of Hat Club. I enjoyed February so much. Is there anything that I was like, well, AB, I got a position for you right now. So that was pretty dope. That was a highlight for me, was definitely bringing AB on board. He's been instrumental to, you know, Hat Club success in 2023 and connecting with the community. I think just seeing everybody's growth professionally has definitely been a big highlight for me. You know, even like I've seen even changes from you, Ben, that I'm like it's really cool to like take a look back and see like how just from like Hat Club's growth over 2023, how everybody else has grown alongside that. So that's been awesome. And then LA store was definitely a highlight for me. That was an amazing experience for the store opening. I don't think we could have asked for a better store opening. I don't think we could ask for a better staff out there. You know, and then like Chief getting involved in the business in LA, you know, like that's been awesome to see as well. So, and I think like those are the main things. And then all the good times that we've had on ReCap. I know that Space Hippie mentioned it earlier, but you know, we had some good laughs on ReCap this year. So we especially when we got to the disclosure experience here on the podcast. when we talked about aliens for several minutes. But that was still one of my favorites. So and then also proving everybody wrong that people fuck with Power Rangers. That was one of my moments, my favorite moments in 2020.
I could have told you that though, man. that goes back to when we were all in elementary school and you'd be on the playground and somebody would bring up Power Rangers and be like, okay, that's dumb. What are you, a fucking kid or something like that? It's like, well, one, yeah, because we're in fucking elementary school. Of course we're kids. But all of us watched that goddamn show, but nobody would admit it to another one of their friends.
That's crazy.
That's why I knew that was gonna be a success.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that was a big one for me. So that was fun. Yeah. So what about chat? What were your guys' favorite moments from 2023 for Hat Club? Chief said you three had 3 of the top 10 packs of. Yeah, we all fucking crushed it this year with our designs. So yeah, I mean, we really couldn't have asked for anything better. So that's pretty dope.
Space Hippie says, "Oh, go ahead, Bree. Sorry."
No, I just reading the most recent comments, like from Ugly Man Chief and stuff. Also, the addition of Freddie was like big this year, only because like you can tell like Freddie's touch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was also dope.
Yeah, you can see how like Freddie's design aspect from coming from slightly outside of the industry. Like Freddie came from Kith, for those that don't know. But like Freddie brings in some really cool elements, always pushing the envelope, which has been awesome. So like it's like that's been amazing. Like Freddie joined over a year ago, but like his designs only started coming out this year. So and for Freddie to crush it day one with his first pack being Sakura, that was pretty phenomenal to see. That's what I mean, like when I say like the Hat Club growth, like we've really set ourselves out in the industry, I think, in terms of like the way that we're willing to step outside of the box, but like not just go with like an obscure loud product that just tries to make noise, like that some other retailers do, just to like be like kind of like that, like that what the hell is this factor. Like we still try and do it differently, and people still resonate with it, which I think is pretty dope to see.
Which I will say is better than other companies trying to bite off our old collections that we did.
Oh yeah, I mean like Freddie and Just both introduced the satin into the game this year. Like they started the satin trend 100%. So yeah, just with the boxing Legends one, and then Freddie with the immediate follow up of the Sakura one. So so Liam asked what my position is at Hat Club. I am the director of marketing, Liam. So I'm everybody's boss.
Joaquin 77, dude. I truly appreciate that. He says one of the best moments of my year was finding Hat Club and then this Twitch channel. It means a lot, actually. It really does.
Hell yeah. Love to hear that.
And the one thing I want to go back to what Space Hippie said a little bit ago is Hat Club in his eyes is inspiring like younger collectors to like really get into the business. And I think that's true, because at some point, and this has more to do with like the mortal coil of life, it's still funny to me that I'm about to turn 41 years old and the younger audience like still looks up to me and still respects what I have to say. And I know that the day is going to come when that's not going to happen, and it's like somebody is going to have to basically do what I do. So
yeah, it's you've hit a rare place in the world where people don't look at you and say, "Ew, you're old, Ben."
So, yeah, thank God.
So good for you.
Every photo I look at, I'm just like, "Ew, I'm old." Yeah.
Yeah, you personally are saying that, but you still have you have like these fanboys that are 20 years old, so
they're awesome. Everybody's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's because of that, like what Bree was saying earlier, with that personality and that mindset that you come to the business with being so approachable, and then also not taking yourself too seriously. Like Best of AZ just used the smoking Ben emoji in chat, and like not too many people would be okay with like, yeah, make me look ridiculous and have a cigarette hanging out of my mouth for company benefit. So
yeah. I still find that weird because I would have figured, people within the office would look at that and be like, don't do that. But nobody said no. And it's like, all right, we're running with this. Cool.
Yeah. And I think JM1620, he said meeting everybody was a awesome moment for him this year. So
100%.
And yeah, meeting them in person in Chicago was amazing. Like I think Chicago was a great one for me to go with because a lot of the Twitch viewers are from Chicago. So
yeah,
like Scotty was there, and like so it was a great experience meeting everybody. One thing that I know that I've challenged myself and Ben on is that Ben and I personally have like fallen off just because of bandwidth in terms of being active in Discord as much as we used to be. Discord has always been a place that's been popping off, and like I want to be back in there communicating with everybody on the daily. So
I need
really
that's
one of my personal 2024 goals is connecting with everybody personally on Discord as well. Because I mean, besides connecting with you guys once a week on this platform, we don't get to talk to you guys on a day-to-day, and like that's what makes our job so cool is that we get to connect with all these different people across the nation and just like have a love for cool fucking hats. So yeah.
In my defense, I was on the road 79 days.
Yes, that is true.
So, no, but
you have Discord in your pocket.
That is true. No, being able to be grounded for like the next couple of months is actually going to be like a huge help in regard to that. So
yeah,
just developing a habit of just checking in and communicating with you guys. Even so with Twitter, like I felt like I fell off on Twitter quite a bit this year, and so except for there were certain days where like the sleeping giant was awoken, and
yeah,
I gotta get back
and people like Third and Flash and Clean just absolutely crushing it in Discord as well, with like creating like cool contests for everybody when it came to MLB playoff time period, and just like still creating cool opportunities so that way like people still are able to touch product that they want to. And I think 2024 is going to be a big year for the community and for Hack Club for sure. Wait, Ben fell off from Twitter. What did it used to be? One of my first objectives when I came into the business was calming down Ben on Twitter. Like that, like 2.5 years ago. Like that was priority one. Was like, all right, get Ben to go from a 99 to a 70 real quick. So
it worked. No, actually, I got better sleep for it. So I wasn't up to like 3 a.m. just hammering away on my phone, just like commenting to everybody. So I think stepping away, not answering every single tweet was probably like the healthiest thing that could have happened.
Yeah. Flip the Script also was one of my favorite moments of 2023, like introducing that, because like I'm not gonna lie, like it is pure comedy every week. So I have a solid belly laugh every week watching that show.
That makes me happy.
Yeah. So Ben crushes it on that. If you guys haven't experienced it, you definitely have to. So and Ben's not going to stop after the football season's done. He's going to get into basketball or something.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I mean, I'll still play Madden probably because I need to improve before next season in some capacity. So, oh my god, just no. You guys just basically throw me into the ringer on that one of just like, I haven't played this in a decade, but let's see what I can do. And then on top of that, the combination of, if you guys ever want to know what it's like to be around me during an actual sporting event, that's not too different. Like I am living and dying by every single play that happens. But there's usually a lot more alcohol involved. I'm going 100% sober for every Flip the Script, but
yeah, and you still seem like you're drunk. Shauna said that they have next, and we're gonna hope to do some more community gaming. So
yes,
Like that's definitely a big initiative of ours in 2024 is figuring out either some tournaments that we can do or something, some community game night, something like that. Figuring out something that we can do, I think is going to be really cool. So yeah.
Beth AC says we need to get an emote of me doing the sack lunch. I agree with that.
I think that was the first time Bree's seen it. And the eyebrows raise that came from that was exactly, I think, the face that I made when you first did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. PlayStation Portable, Shauna. You're gonna play on PSP?
Holla.
Bring it back to 2007. Hell yeah. So yeah, I mean, for me, like those were my big things. Beyond the awesome collections that we did and brought back, there's some collections Ben and I are still fighting for Emerald Bay to come back.
Yep.
So it's been like a year and a half of Ben and I fighting for that to come
I brought it up 4 goddamn times.
Well, yeah. We gotta. So I want it back. I want the Seattle from it really bad.
Yeah.
So. Hell yeah. I didn't take a good look at chat with everybody's favorites, favorite moments of 2023. Oh, David's was when Ben asked a serious question to the kids about protection. that was great. You had some good moments in content this year, Ben. And in the latter half of the year.
I will. Okay, so I gotta bring this up. So the protection and like basically talking about the 6-cap carriers in the travel cases and stuff. So every single one of those videos you guys have been seeing were all shot in one night, from 7 p.m. until 4 o'clock in the morning, and you can tell like in my face that I'm progressively getting more and more tired. But they're getting posted out of order. The last one we shot was the cap carrier cap duffel one, and at that moment my brain was just mush, and it's like, okay, I gotta do something just absolutely ridiculous to like start this video off, and that's how I started it. And it only took 2 takes because like Geza and the other people who are in the production that were just like caught off guard by that, but they were laughing, so they had to keep quiet. So we had to shoot it a second time, and then yeah, second take just nailed it, and then yep, time to go to bed.
And then you were up 3 hours later.
Damn.
I was.
Yeah.
To watch football.
And AB did another good one. Hey, do you like hats?
Oh my god.
And that tweet that I put up, that was
I love it.
I could not stop laughing for seriously hours that day when we got that clip. Because if I'll give you guys a little bit of secret behind the sauce for chat. When we put together primarily Davey and AB put together the TikToks that we do, and Ben just like sends us all the raw footage of himself. But when he sent that one with, hey, do you like hats? And then he just goes deadpan and walks off of the screen, I was rolling for hours. So I could not stop. I easily watched that clip like 50 times. So is this still our pinned tweet?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was just looking at it right before we went live. So
yeah. Marshawn at Supermart was a lot of fun too. Yeah, Marshawn at Supermart.
Speaking of hats, though, we got to bring back the navy and yellow Oakland A's because I know he still wants that one.
Yep. For sure, for very specific reasons.
Liam Enos, it was dope meeting you in Seattle, brother. Seriously.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and I still have not been to Houston for Hat Club somehow. Every single time we go to Houston, I have a prior commitment or engagement that I like every time we've been there. What, like at least 6 times.
That's crazy.
It's it's insane. So
You gotta go. The many
think,
times
yeah, I
Ben
think-
glitched.
Richard, Austin from the warehouse, and me are the only 3 people that have been to every Houston event.
hell yeah. No Stros. Yeah, every time that Ben glitched, like that was pretty frequent. We should do like a highlight reel of Ben just glitching out.
Yeah.
The
Or
one
like,
where
you know when oh wait, go ahead.
the Battle Bill
That was
interview.
terrible. I missed
Oh
the
my
entire
God.
damn show because of that.
Yeah, that was
You know
bad.
those posts when it'll have like the same face of a certain person and it's like, what's your mood today? Like, I'm sure there's enough stills of Ben's face to like
Oh, there is
to
for
make
sure.
that.
For sure. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good thing the writer's strike didn't affect Ben being a personality on for Hat Club, because we would have been without some good content. So,
Oh man.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotta get my SAG card.
What?
Why not? It could have been on strike. No.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. We should get you maybe we can get you some TV spots, Ben. Technically, I guess we have with the PR that you've been doing for the company.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if a lot of you guys knew this, but over the last month, I've been doing a lot of like morning shows in like different parts of the country.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think only like 5 people knew about that, unless you actually happen to live in that market.
Unless you live in South Dakota, Augusta, Georgia, San Diego. Ben was on San Diego.
I was
as well. So I asked him to wear a burgundy suit, but he refused.
Yeah, sorry.
So yeah,
no,
Ben
but I did the
shows.
background and whatever theme and city or state that I was doing it for. Like I got my shit together.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it was it's been fun to see. Those have been fun to see, because usually it's Ben talking about hats with a middle-aged woman. So usually that's the scenario. So they're like, tell us, Benjamin, why you like hats so much. So, but yeah, no, and then there's sometimes too where it's either someone younger or like a guy that's into sports that like is like really like why is this specific team so popular for you or something?
And they're usually like fresh out of college. Like this was the first like paying gig they could get. So but at the same time, it's like, and once again, I'm not saying this to be braggadocious or anything like that, but you know, them coming fresh out of journalism school, and I came out of journalism school. I've got 2 degrees in it. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to give you the best fucking interview you've had in your short career so far, because I know what it's like to be on the other side, to ask the questions and try to get people to talk. And it's like, I'm just not going to shut up until you ask me to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, that's helpful.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and Bree, I know you're going through that stuff right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Third in line did have you were very close. They usually go, so tell us more about the Hat Club.
Yeah.
So that's usually how they go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's fun. It's cool. It's cool. You get a little bit more exposure to some audiences that we probably typically wouldn't. So
Totally.
I'm sure we've gotten some good holiday sales out of it too. You know?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd hate for this to be the reason why people don't.
The coked out tiger did come up in an interview, I believe, but Ben didn't call it the coked out tiger.
No, I was good about that one.
It would have gotten us canceled from morning television, so nationwide.
Oh god.
Yeah. So no, but that's been fun too. We've done a lot in 2023.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that I'm still realizing, like, oh my god, we did do this in 2023 and not 2022.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The substance abuse tiger. Yeah. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy for sure. So what are you guys looking most forward to in 2024?
Going back to the gym.
Amen.
Woo!
Amen, brother.
Get in there.
Yeah. Amen. Bree's been crushing it in the gym in 2023.
Oh, thanks.
At early ass times too.
Yeah.
I'll look at like my Instagram stories and it'll be like Bree 4 hours ago and it's like 10 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck?
How do you do that?
I'm an early bird and I can't I can never go at night just because I can't. I'm not built like that. So I go in the mornings.
That's the only time I can go, just because I'd rather be the last thing I do, because then I can just go shower straight to bed.
Yeah.
I have to go on an empty stomach. That's why I also go in the morning.
I'm the same way.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So I think I'll be a night person again. So I used to, when I was in really good shape, like 3-4 years ago, I was doing 2-a-days. I am never doing that again in my life. I'm too old now. So like it was insane. I was doing the early Bree sessions, and then I was going right after work or during lunch, because New Era had a gym inside of the office. So it made it really easy. I would legit just like go into work early, work out, shower. They had showers and everything, shower there, and then go and just work for a few hours, then go to the gym again, like as soon as I was done, and then I'd go home. So it made it really easy to achieve the 2-a-days. But now that I have to like drive to a gym, no shot in hell I'm ever doing 2-a-days again. So
it's a mission.
Nor do I think that my my repaired Achilles could handle it.
Oh yeah, word.
Yeah.
No, congrats, Wilder.
Yeah.
That's big.
What about what did he say? Did he?
Hey, he's having a healthy baby boy in 2024.
Yes. Yeah. March.
Oh.
And I called it. The one rare talent I have as a human is I'm very good at predicting babies.
You need a dad hat collection.
We do, yeah. Wilder coming out with a dad hat collection. Now wait, AB, is your name on social media still going to be Wilder Fitteds after you have the second child? Because I believe that shows some favoritism towards the firstborn. If that is a scenario, that's a good question. I think it just needs to switch to AB Fitteds.
Space Hippie, you have twins? My God.
Wow.
Hell yeah, Space Hippie. Space Hippie.
I mean, it's awesome, but at the same time, it's like I totally get like you're when you say it's tiring, it's like I can feel it.
Liam, no, his name is not Wilder. That's his son's name. So that's where the conundrum comes in. So his real name is AB, and Wilder is his son's name. So now he's going to have his second son coming. So that's what I'm saying. If he keeps his name as Wilder Fitteds, that's gonna cause some trauma for kid number 2 in the coming years. You know, when they're developing and they're like, oh, dad only liked Wilder because that was his social media name.
Yeah.
Setting him up for failure.
My name is totally Benjamin. Like, what the fuck?
Ben's name isn't Ben. Yeah. It's actually Jeremy.
Yep.
What were you guys? Random question, but did you guys ever hear from your parents like what your name was like being debated between?
Mine was always Benjamin.
Always a Ben.
Well, Bree, you go ahead, because
no, mine is like, oh my God, mine is like, if my biological father was good for one thing, it was giving me my name and not letting my mom choose it. So there's like this Indian princess that I guess my mom was in awe of, and so she was gonna name me. This is like so bad. She was gonna name me Wanaki.
Oh, yeah, that's not great.
Yeah,
that's not great.
Like, what were you thinking? I was like, you really wanted me to be bullied, like my whole life.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank God that did not happen.
Yeah, so Bree was a good choice.
Yeah, thank you.
What about you? Were your parents just a big fan of the state capital of Texas?
I didn't have a name for a week after being born.
Oh wow.
My parents could not decide on a name. So they literally, before they discharged me from the hospital, like the nurses were like, you have to pick a name for this kid. Like you have to, literally, legally. So like they called me like my name on like my little name tag in my incubator was X. It just said baby X. So I was like kind of like a science experiment. But yeah, everybody in my family has A as their first name. So we actually all have the same initials. So so they had to come up with an A, and then I think they didn't want to like go too stereotypical Italian, and also like I have cousins in stuff named Anthony, so I don't think they wanted to throw another Anthony into the mix, or Antonio. So they were like really struggling. So and then eventually they came up with Austin. So
nice. Very
Yeah.
fitting.
Yeah,
He's
the
Elon's
thing
kid.
I was going to go into was my oldest brother's name is Matthew. Then the next brother is Adam. So we all have biblical names.
Okay.
Which if you guys know and hang out with me often, it's kind of hilarious that I would have a biblical name. But then again, if you like really break down my name, Benjamin Christensen, Benjamin means of the right hand of God, and then Christensen is son of Christ. So it's just like, how do you get more fucking I love you God than Benjamin Christensen? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. You named your kids after Wolverine and Grant Hill. So Hugh or
Nice.
Logan?
I'd have to think Logan.
Yeah.
Space Hippie with two former Raider names in his family lineage. One his from Mark with Marcus Allen, and then naming one of his kids Bo after Bo Jackson. That's pretty dope.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Elk Dot once met an Anakin. Oh my god!
There goes Ben's camera.
Yep.
Yeah, Bo after Bo Jackson is a good one.
That's cool.
I actually have it's probably worth quite a bit of money, but I have New Era on field signed by Bo Jackson for every team that he's played for.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's dope.
So Royals, White Sox, Angels.
Yep, exactly. So I have that. Yeah, I have that. So yeah. Elk Dot once met an Anakin. That's pretty dope.
Hey, here's a question for you, Austin. And not to get too religious, but at what point this year are you willing to accept Die Hard as your Lord and Savior Christmas movies?
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still in the boat that if you're going to label Die Hard a Christmas movie, you also then have to call every single movie that has Christmas in it a Christmas movie. So that means you have to call Harry Potter a Christmas movie. That means you have to call a whole slew of things Christmas movies.
No, I mean, but is Christmas a central theme of Harry Potter movies or any particular Harry Potter movie?
I think just as much as Die Hard.
The whole thing is revolved around Christmas. The man wanted to go home to his family. Come on.
Ben, I cannot wait until you get your Christmas present from me. It should be arriving, I think, by Saturday, if I remember correctly. So I think you got to either do a TikTok or some tweeting about the Christmas present I
definitely will.
Yeah.
Best of AZ, I will not be coming down for the Fiesta Bowl, unfortunately. If Oregon was given a better competitor than Liberty University for the Fiesta Bowl, I probably would have been down there.
Wow, Liberty University.
Yep.
Yikes.
Ducks are going to fucking smash them, my God.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, guys, I think we've been live for a pretty good amount of time, but we have some news that we have to share as well. So from Miss Bree herself. So I'll let you take the floor there, Bree.
Alrighty. Well, first off, I'd like to say to chat, this feels intense. No, to chat, who's been here, who I've met in person. It's funny, I started off as a guest on ReCap, I think like 2020. Yeah, I think it's 2020.
Yeah.
And it went really well. And then suddenly I was a co-host, teaming up with Ben on ReCap. Didn't know much about hats at the time, and through this community have been welcomed, embraced, learned a ton about hats, got to design some, got to work with the women in this community, which is super dope. And yeah, kind of gained an extended family via Hat Club. So to the chat and to the whole Hat Club community, thank you for a dope and exciting couple years with y'all. And to Ben, I got so much love for you because you're like literally the best. I swear this guy has like the best energy. It's not just on camera, even like behind the scenes, always super nice, always can teach me something, hella funny, and just a genuine down to earth person. So it's been an honor to work alongside with you these past few years and learn from you, because you are a hat sport wrestling genius, all the things, beer genius, food genius. Ben knows it all. To Austin, it's also been a pleasure having you join us on Twitch as well, and just honestly, I don't know, like just helping super behind the scenes. And like, again, like his role is super huge and he does a lot for this company. And he's always been like a soundboard equally as Ben for me to go to, as well as the rest of the Hat Club team, Davey, Andrew, like everyone, Justin for helping me, teaching me how to design a hat. So I'm saying all that. I think the chat's kind of picking up, but I'm a little bit at the end of my road here. It's not something I really like to do, but I do have a demanding job that yeah, that is only going to increase. Plot twist, I actually got a promotion yesterday.
Hey!
Thank you.
Let's go.
So, I'm now a senior social producer for Complex.
Love that. Congrats.
So yeah, that also means more work. So unfortunately, I don't really have the bandwidth to keep doing ReCap with you guys. But in the event that there's a special guest, we've already spoken. I'm super down to jump back in and catch up with all of you. So yeah, this will kind of be my last time on live on ReCap with you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I love y'all, and it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we love you too, and
we love you. Yeah,
it's been awesome. It's not the last time, chat, you'll see Bree for sure. Like she just said, like anytime we have a big guest, we're gonna give Bree first dibs at being a co-host that show. So hopefully she'll be able to accept. But yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You've like I said, like with everybody's like growth that I've seen over the past like year, 2 years, like just seeing everything that you're doing with Complex is so cool to see. I mean, you've been like interviewing like literally goats in the industry, and like your work, it's very demanding for you, but I know it's going to pay off for you in the long term. So, very unfortunate that like we lose you from a week to week basis, but like just incredibly proud of you and like so happy for you. But also Bree's not going anywhere either for from a design perspective. So I hear, so
yeah,
I mean, you never know. So you'll still see the goods from Bree for sure. So, but yeah, Ben, I don't know if you want to say anything as well.
Of course I do. No, Bree, to go from one of the best guests that we ever had on ReCap to one of the greatest co-hosts that I think, and I mean, this goes beyond Hat Club, that I've had the absolute privilege and honor to work with. It's still funny to go back and think that Justin and I did the show for a year, and just how but it's Justin, how mopey and how just negative he is, and to bring in the absolute ray of sunshine that you are to the show, and just have just positivity radiate from you nonstop. And then not to mention, like, when we were doing interviews and stuff like that, and just how much fun it was to do that. Um, and then when I found out about you getting the gig with Complex, I've been more than elated about that, because, bigger and better things are always going to be, around the corner for you and continue for you. And I couldn't be happier for the riches and success that you've gotten out of life over this time period. And so I know it's not goodbye. It's going to be kind of sad, doing certain episodes and, don't have Bree there. But like Austin said, we're going to have you back for when we have certain guests on. And I know we're just going to pick up right where we left off. You've been an absolute pleasure to work with. I still think fondly back to that one random in the basement episode of Recap we did with the Olympic pack, where we had to sit next to each other in the same frame. And it was awkward, but at the same time, it's like we made it work, and it was a lot of fun. And I think that's just been our relationship. We've made it work every single time. Unlike, real people that work with each other, they don't typically like each other off the camera, but every time that we're in the same room together, we always seem to light up and just have the best of time. And I am absolutely grateful to have had the opportunity to work with you for the last couple of years.
Likewise.
Yeah. And then when you get so big that you're hosting the Oscars, don't forget about Ben and I, and give us a shout out. And give us a shout out. This never would have been possible if it wasn't for Ben and Austin on Recap.
I got y'all.
So, hell yeah. So, yeah, very proud of you. That's amazing to hear about your promotion as well. Well deserved.
I
mean, yeah, you go above and beyond for that company, so it's good to see that they appreciate you and that they're giving you your flowers as well. So, yeah, it's been an incredible ride. Sad to see it not come to a close, but come to a halt a little bit, I should say. But yeah, can't wait to have you back on, and we wish you the best of luck. So
thank you guys.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
I hope you're able to get some sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit 2 videos right after this.
Yeah, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna should I mention who?
Yes. So so there will be a new host on Recap. We can't officially announce who that individual is yet until everything is completely locked in. T's are crossed and I's are dotted. But once that's official, we will make that announcement. But it is someone that you all are familiar with. So it will be a familiar, friendly face. We're excited for that individual to join. We will also we want to give them the opportunity to kind of announce it the way that they envision it. But there will still be a trio and a duo on Recap as well. So yeah. So we got Doodle Jor working hard on updating some branding behind behind the Recap logo. So unfortunately, everybody screenshot the Recap logo now because it's gonna change. But
we cannot get rid of the Bree emotes, like those.
No, those are staying. If you allow it to happen, it's your likeness, so you let us know. But I would love to keep them on there because I love the Bree.
No, you can.
I love the Bree yikes emoji. So yeah. So, but yeah,
everything's going to shit on my side all of a sudden. So.
Oh yeah, you're about a 3-second delay there in audio to mouth. So, terrible. But what a better way to end 2023, with Ben having a tech problem. So,
shocker.
Yeah, I was dropping some hints there. It is not Chief. Chief is very busy with LA, so it is not Chief. I will let you know that.
Chief, we just need to have on as a guest at some point.
We do. Yeah, for sure. We got to have Chief let us know when he's free for to be a guest. So
yeah,
that can be an early 2024 thing. So yes, happy holidays to everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Everybody stay healthy, happy, and safe. And wishing you all a great new year as well, because we won't see you guys before the new year. But appreciate.
I mean,
you guys.
I'll be back for Flip the Script.
Yes, and yeah, Ben
it.
and I will be back for Flip the Script. We're actually going to go head to head next week. So
yes.
Now that Ben has the correct game downloaded.
And then no Benchwarmers next week because it's Christmas. And I didn't take that in consideration. So whoops.
Well, maybe you could do a special one just talking solely about the Bills game and how they stomped the Chargers on the 23rd.
If they don't cover the spread, I'm going to be talking so much shit about them. That is 14 fucking points, man.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, if the Raiders can do it, the Bills better be able to do it.
Yeah.
No, I probably will jump on for like a Benchwarmers next Monday because what else am I
there to do on Christmas?
Hang out with my wife? I mean, geez.
Yeah. Enjoy the holidays with my wife? No. Oh God. Yeah. Well, appreciate everybody in chat. Thank you.
Big time.
Thank you for such an amazing year.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, some great, amazing messages going towards Bree. Well deserved. And awesome to hear about the promotion. That made my day. That made my night.
Thank you.
For sure. So, awesome.
Happy holidays, guys. Love you guys.
Happy holidays, guys. Bye. See you later.
Mm-hmm.
Night, guys.